Whoopsie. Oopsie. We forgot to record me fighting our Crucible Knight, but I did it.
Welcome, Toaster's audience. You won't believe how awesome I was. He selectively doesn't record whenever I do the best.
It's true.
That is definitely what happened, and I didn't.
He loses the files, quote unquote.
It definitely wasn't.
I know how this game works.
It definitely wasn't Caw frostbiting him twice and then me parrying him and riposting him to death. That's definitely what happened, right? Oh well. Watch my streams. There you go. That's my plug.
Stream exclusive.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
Just gonna stare longingly into the northeast where it says my souls are.
Okay. The we got to do this one
Just
now.
never die.
Oh
wait, I'm not close by.
Oh, I don't have a key. I don't have a key. So
I have a key.
We just gotta make sure we're all here first.
Yep.
We're still waiting on someone.
Okay.
So
oh.
Gotta get those primo seats.
Caw needs to get in front, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Take me with you.
Traveling.
No, I don't
every
think I
day we're
made it.
traveling,
It worked for me.
We all say yes to travel, but not yes to the stone sword prompts. I think that's how that works.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't think everyone gets the travel prompt though.
I got it, but it went away too quickly.
All right. Oops. Very silly. Very, very silly. We did get a necklace or an item that is tied to the horn scent, though, the modeled necklace. It says, said to be a budding horn. The ancestral followers believe that the horns of long-lived beasts continue to bud like antlers over and over again until the beast one day becomes an ancestral spirit. There are upgraded versions of that talisman in the DLC that detail lore about the horn scent. So, direct connection between the horn scent and the omen and the ancestral followers.
Look down there. You can see the exact spot where you kill Alexander. It's that one floating horizontal-ish chunk of wall.
You're right.
He explodes there in a pile of gore.
I forgot that these guys wreck you.
Yes.
Okay.
Is there an item up here anywhere?
There is
Saya.
not much there. You can yeet them off the edge if we like kick them off repeatedly. But I won't be able to go there because I need Caw to activate the gate.
I turned it on, so I used my key to do it. So
Yeah, but I don't have another key because I activated 2 of the gates. Yeah, it's not activated.
Oh,
Is it you turning
give
it
me a
on, Andrew,
second.
is just the same? Is just the same thing as when Caw does it?
Yep.
okay, gotcha.
Well, this was beautiful for the players, for the viewers. They got to see one belfry.
God, we're all the way on the other side of the world.
There's an item
What if it's
there
even-
too I need to get.
What if it's even more cursed and it teleports us back outside from and then back in?
After you killed that thing, we're gonna need to do it again so that I can grab the item.
Okay. I'm going to.
Hold on a second. I'm almost there.
Do you want me to rest and
Pearl
reset them
Drake
so you can actually
Talisman.
fight them, or you want to just go past them?
No, I just want to go past them and get them, but yeah, it doesn't matter. I just need to be able to get in. Oh, Andrew's bringing me. You should just be able to activate, and I can say yes to this.
There you go.
There we go.
Easy.
Okay, hopefully they didn't respawn. Maybe they did, though. I don't know.
I don't think anyone's
Yeah, removing
rested yet.
Okay.
individual teleportation's pretty nice for these instances.
Yeah. Okay, excellent. La. The architecture here is also really interesting, especially in the context of like everything we know about the DLC and the architecture in the DLC. It's not exactly like Bellerot. Bellerot has way more spires and spirals.
Columns and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Spirals.
But there
love
is
those.
definitely like an architectural similarity between them, with all of these like rounded like pagoda style like Congress buildings. Very interesting. Anyway, that's all there is down here. Pearl Drake Talisman, very useful for mitigating damage. All right. Do we want to go see Garank now? No. Let's just keep going down the western side of Liurnia.
Yeah.
You've drank your fill.
Wow.
I think I'm gonna have pierogies for dinner. It's been a dinner
Oh
watch.
god, I
Ooh.
love pierogies.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dinner watch update for tonight. Is I think I'm gonna have some pierogies, some sour cream, some cheese. It'll be pretty good.
I wish I had pierogies.
You can get them at Costco in a 3-pack.
I like a good like spinach and cheese pierogi.
Yeah, spinach
I
and cheese
have
is
to
good.
drive 2 hours to the nearest Costco.
I was gonna say I don't have a Costco anywhere.
It's
near me,
because
but-
you're on an island. You're a castaway, Ka.
Driving across water is hard.
Is it though? We
But it
did
is
that
your
shit in World War
prerogative.
II.
That took a while to unpack.
What?
There's so many giants.
No, there's some good pierogi places in Philly. So whenever I'm there, I'm usually trying to get some.
I don't know what a pierogi
Wait,
is.
is Zek in Philly?
Sounds like one of that thing from Star Wars.
Did I imagine that?
Pod racing?
Porg?
I feel like Zach lives in Philly.
Yes, and his home address is, and his phone number is. I believe he is in Philly. Yes.
That's cool. Yeah, I go there. I used to live in Philly, and one of my brothers still lives there. So
Oh.
I don't know
Trying to figure out
why.
What's going on? I'm like, you guys aren't neighbors, right? Like, you don't live.
no,
I just got
I live
ganked.
like, over 4 hours, like 4-ish hours.
Oh
there.
God.
Oh, because you got the boss bat.
Yeah, she just came out of nowhere. She landed right on
Boss
top of me.
babied.
I did get boss babied. That's fine. I'm fine. For some reason, Illusory, you just give off only child vibes. I'm surprised you have siblings.
Oh no.
Give up
No,
only child.
He does.
What?
What does that
I have 2
mean?
older brothers.
Oh, I guess if
Like saying, "Oh, I figured your parents would give up after you."
no, it is not. Some people have like when I think of only children, I think of people with extremely niche, dedicated hobby interests who like that's just they did their thing. They had really supportive single parents. It's not a compliment or an insult. It's just like, you just come across as an only child.
I feel like I picked up a lot of that from my parents didn't lead the way on that at all. And I definitely got that from my older brother. What happened?
What
the
happened?
What the
Why did you explode?
I have no idea what just
what was
happened.
that?
One of
as
us
hell.
isn't here.
I'm here. Yeah, the boss isn't here. Hey, boss, where are you?
He's
We're all
over
here
here.
waiting.
I don't see
Yeah,
anybody
it
here.
introduced
Guys.
invisible to me.
Oh,
I'm here. In spirit.
Cool.
Also,
does
that was a
that
lot of
mean?
damage.
Hey, you pretend they're fake here.
Here, I'm here.
oh my god! I thought I was about to get squished.
Whoa.
The cold.
Adding an extra 20% poise is actually pretty brutal.
Just didn't miss that.
Oh, I missed because he turned.
Oh!
How'd that hit me?
I don't know either. I was sideways on him on that one. Hey.
Neato. We get
nice.
Great Blade Phalanx for this, which is really fucking good spell.
I
I'll
want a
believe
talisman that increases the area of effect of beneficial spells. That would be neat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Is
Yeah.
there one?
Oh.
There might be one.
I don't think so.
Well, okay then. Never mind.
I want one that reduces my damage when I'm in like an emote.
Oh my god.
That's insane.
Oh, that would be that's like honestly kind of a great idea. That would be really
Very
awesome.
funny. The playing dead emote would be so OP in PvP if that were the case, because you can crouch under attacks with it as well.
It'd be like a callback to like old Overwatch.
I love it.
Just weird busted emotes.
Like imagine doing like no hit runs, but you're allowed one hit towards the end, like when the boss before they're dead, just to like taunt
Oh
them.
shit, Revenger's Shack. Edgar's gonna invade us here, and there's so many raw meat dumplings.
Mm,
Oh,
delicious.
I love these. Come on.
Tasty.
Oh, in the video game.
Yeah.
No, in real life too.
I thought it was a Twitch raid. Like, oh, Edgar's coming. I love Edgar. Edgar the Snake.
Oh, I'm sorry, dude. This sucks.
Oh, this guy's disintegrating.
So that was Arena's dad. He went crazy, and now we're gonna get a Shabriri grape from him. And
Does
it
that mean we took his eye?
well, I mean,
That is
maybe
a heavily
yeah.
upgraded item.
It is. It's a +8 item. It's very weird because you receive multiple upgraded weapons in this game from like NPC quests, and they're all +8, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say the one that you get from what's his name? The
Roger,
Baptiste.
yeah,
Roger, yeah, exactly.
he's
also +8.
it's
Yeah.
+8 for
And
some
what if
reason.
there was 8 of them?
I
For
don't.
some
Well,
reason.
It would
I
be
don't know
the
what would
it would
happen
be
if you ate
because
it.
of Orochi, the 8-headed dragon in Japanese mythology. Just kidding. I don't think it would be that.
Hey, whenever I see a weapon drop pre-upgraded, I'm like, why isn't this always happening?
Yeah, I don't know.
There like why doesn't the game have like a scaling curve to like when things drop at certain parts of the game to
Oh,
be
yeah,
a certain
let's-
level already?
There's a catacomb somewhere
Let's go
around here,
west.
so-
Yeah, I was gonna say let's
Instead,
hug
every
west.
new,
Yeah,
instead
Toasters
every
had a
new
great
drop
story
you get requires you to use shards to upgrade it that don't drop in the zone that it's in. So you have to go, if you run out, you have to go back or farm or have a way of getting
Oh.
more.
Angie jellies.
It's very strange because almost every other game. will
Ooh,
have
Sword
weapons
Dance is
be
really
of
solid.
Approximate value to what you're dealing with now.
Man, I feel kind of bad for Edgar. We
Yeah, he got wrecked.
destroyed him.
Yeah. First his daughter died, then I whipped him 75,000 times in a row.
How many times we gotta teach you this lesson, old man?
How much
Here.
how much dexterity and strength do you have?
Not a lot. Let me check.
How
I have
much you need?
+5 from Godric, so minus that 11 strength
Yep.
and 13 dex.
Okay, then you do not have enough for the thing I was going to suggest, which is fine. Someone in the group should be our designated banner holder, but I don't know who that should be. And it was going to be me until I respec'd into int because I realized no one else was doing it. So,
I might be.
What do you
able to
gotta
just
What do you gotta be
rearrange
for it?
people.
You hold the banner.
you hold the banner and then you cast a buff with it every once in a while to buff the entire party, which will be very helpful. But honestly,
I'm stacking a lot of
No,
FPs.
but where?
I found the
But
illusion wall.
what do you need for it?
yeah, it's
How many strengths?
yes, I know. Let me find it in my inventory. I don't know where it is. Where the fuck is it? Here we go. 24 strength, 14 dex.
Oh, I lost
Okay,
my
that's a
rune arc
lot.
because I
can do
appeared
that.
in the ocean.
You probably already have it. We got it from Commander O'Neill.
Are we gonna go?
well,
Do we want to
what
go
is
down
it
this way
called?
first, or let's go down through the main, like the non-side path first, I guess, just to read
Yeah,
stuff.
it's called the Commander Standard. It's in Halberds.
Okay.
It just has a weapon art that buffs everyone, but we probably don't need it because the scaling isn't as bad. We got the Watchdog staff. That's also
Oh, this gremlin's falling. He just died from fall damage. Hell yeah.
what?
That rules.
That was wacky. I've never
Yeah,
done
well,
a
I think it did.
colossal weapons build in this game. What is this move set like?
The
Bonk.
last time I tried something like that was that nightmarish dragon sword from the dragon god fight in Demon Souls.
Oh!
The Kill
Ow.
Smasher. The Dragon
like
Bone
the,
Smasher.
Yeah, Dragon Bone Smasher.
I like the colossal hammer with the custom heavy that makes you do a front flip.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, I'm stupid.
So this was one of the chests, I believe, that in an earlier patch, it used the same chest model as a Dark Souls 1 chest, and then they decided to update it, being like, never mind.
You said they found it in the network test?
Not
Or-
even the network test. It made it into like 1.0 and even, like,
Oh, wow.
1.1. I think
I-
it took a couple patches to change it.
I just
Yeah.
like never even noticed. Interesting.
Yeah. I'll have to link later. I talk about it briefly in a video.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's funny. It's weird.
There is a catacomb somewhere in the games that has a it's like a full catacomb, full ass catacomb, and then if you don't notice, there's also like a full second catacomb underneath the elevator. And I feel like very gaslit by the game because I always want to check if there's a secret floor underneath elevators for that.
I'm always checking
Yeah.
underneath the elevators
Yeah.
compulsively.
And you feel
Yeah.
dumb because the asset looks like it's very clear that there never will be one.
Where's the boss room? Where?
It's when
Over
you
here,
go
where we
you
are.
go like basically
Yay.
all the way up to the top where
okay.
we opened up a couple illusory walls. There's one like in that underneath area.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Did we unlock the
Just
boss
follow
door?
the shimmering wolves.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, I went up to the bonfire.
Yeah, it's gonna be like just one room down from that, basically.
I see the lever. Oh, I see. I missed the door. Root resin.
What is making a shimmer right now?
The yellow shimmer, that's heal over time.
Oh.
Spirit collar snail. Oh yeah, this is an invisible
Oh, this
enemy
is
and a
fun- this is
crucible
funny
knight.
fight.
Surprise!
Oh, we don't have to do shit with the Crucible Knight though. Fuck that.
No, we
bitch.
don't.
For D.
Oh, he's got so much health.
Oh, but yeah, he's got so many
oh,
health.
and he's on me. Okay. Uh-oh.
Where's the snail?
He's over here now,
Where is the snail?
next to me.
Right.
He just
Get
look for the bright
fucking
white light.
parried!
If
Oh,
anyone wants to
interesting.
join me, we can.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
just.
waiting to attack him, because if two of us do it at once, we'll get more damage per cycle.
Yeah, where are you?
Actually,
You can't be healed while
Here
you're
we go.
performing a crit.
It's mutual iframes in every possible way.
Yeah.
where's he now? Where's he now? Where's
Right
he?
here.
Remember, you
less-
could jump over like 90%
There
of
we
this
go.
shit.
That attack has way less of a firing animation than you expected to.
Ah,
Oh, it's really confusing me to be fighting the Crucible Knight and having a different health bar going down separately.
Yeah.
I was like, did we just bleed him somehow? What's happening?
Got him.
nice.
I was a distraction.
Good
That
job,
is,
team.
It's an incredibly valid way to play co-op.
I don't think the snail appeared on my screen at any point. It remains a mystery what it even looks like.
Why are you using the bird claw? Just because you like the bird?
I like the bird.
Okay.
Cool.
It also like doesn't get in the way,
Yeah, it doesn't get in the way, which is
Is the
helpful.
bird suspicious in some way?
and it does an attack buff.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Yeah, it does a war cry when it first spawns. It does an
Mhm.
attack buff. I think it's less than
Oh.
the commander standard, but he like keeps doing it.
Oh, that's cool.
What the what?
Yep.
Yeah, I just
double
went
it.
I just went into a loading screen to another loading screen.
Oh, because so when someone's going back to starting, you don't want to click yes on that one. That one tends to freeze it up.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I seem fine now.
All right.
But yeah, if we go north and then wrap our way around, do like a U-turn basically around this mountain to get to the next Erdtree avatar.
This is totally unrelated to anything, but I think that there was, God, hiccups. There's so many hiccups. I think that there was a unnoted change in the most recent patch with the DLC. Have you noticed that tons more enemies have rune eyes while you're playing lately?
I wondered if that was any different.
Because I was playing yesterday and I watched a video that was like having 2 enemies spawn side by side with rune eyes is like a 1 in 2 million chance. And I went into Stormvale and like 6 of the guards in the big ambush section in Stormvale had rune eyes. Fever or whatever the status is called. So I don't know what the fuck was up with that, but it feels like they made a change.
I was fighting a bunch of
Rune
madness
eyes
guys.
with
It was hard to
chain.
tell if they had rune eyes or not.
Oh, I don't have the FP for it. Oh, I have enough FP to carry in retaliation, though. You can't parry this boss. Imagine how cool it would be if you could, though. Perfect.
Die before I get there. Goddamn.
You can put the commander standard away once you do the buff.
Yeah.
It doesn't disappear. It was just a suggestion for an offhand if you wanted to try it.
Didn't go in time.
Oh, oops. I wasn't even looking at my health bar. Silly me.
Did they fix spectating? Can you like switch between people? Wasn't that broken last time?
Yeah, you can't still, as far as I can tell.
Oh.
Lame.
Yeah. So Ka is just the designated spectatee.
Nice. Get in there, get in there. Ah, right, perfect. Ooh.
Killing a bullet means I did all the work.
Nice.
Yeah, sure.
That reminded me showing up 2 minutes late. I was leveling.
You were
Yay.
leveling the playing field.
The ruptured crystal tier is the one that makes you explode, isn't it?
I
Sounds
believe
like
so,
it.
Yes.
We should make a build around that.
There are people who make one-shot builds out of that, but I don't get it. I don't know how it works, but I do know that it is a thing
Yeah.
people do.
I haven't really messed with it much actually, so I never took a closer look at it. But God, I loved what was it in Dark Souls 1? The purple
Oh, yeah.
Wrath of Gods, whatever it's called. Karmic Justice.
Yeah.
Was fantastic.
Karmic Justice is so much fun. I love all those skills. It makes me warms my heart. Demon Souls, what a game.
From day one, there have been confusing builds where I'm like, that's not the game I'm playing. That's not how its math works. How are they?
But it
They came in
could.
from they came in from a different game.
That's the beauty of it. If the math works, you can do it.
It often feels like a weird, fucked up, like Diablo 2 life leech build just walked into my game and invaded me. I'm like,
Yeah.
why can't I fight it? What's happening?
Please sit at the bonfire.
Oh.
It takes a
Oh.
while.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Should check how much junk I've got.
People in my chat are trying to teach Keith how to download things on GitHub.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Chat, I am aware of how to download things on GitHub. It's Keith that needs the help.
We didn't even talk about GitHub today.
No, it
Yeah,
was
I know,
last
that
time.
was literally last.
I
That's
don't
funny that.
understand why that would come up.
They just said, before I forget, here's how you do it.
There's magic grease behind the
This
tower.
is- I want
And
the
the-
website to be better.
The wall can be climbed here too.
It is perfectly
I think
fine.
the big
You
issue.
admitted the problem last time. You can't renege on it now.
What, on GitHub?
Erudition guide to the.
Oh, I know how to do this. This is a fun one. But we need to do Thops, and we can't do it yet. We don't have Thops yet, so we can't do it. We got to do Thops' extra quest, and I don't remember how to finish his story because we need to get another glintstone key. Oh, we did get another glintstone key. We need to go visit Thops. Everyone, sorry.
Oh yeah. I forgot about. I even said that last
This
stream.
building
I was
has
like,
the
we've
same-
got the extra glintstone key for him, and then I just
This
completely
building has the
forgot
same wall behind it that's behind Ronnie's buildings.
about it. Yeah. You can also get up with the horse too. You can
Yeah.
actually also get up without doing the thing correctly.
Yeah, but let's show off the cool thing. I'm
You should
gonna.
show off
but
the
I'm-
cool thing. But Keith and I
But
already. I mean,
yeah, we already have the
here,
item.
but-
It's a
You
memory stone. We got
fools!
it. It was super easy. You just jump.
Yeah, but there's a cool way to do it.
I also have no use for memory stones.
I need the memory stones.
yeah. Let's warp to Thops.
All right,
where,
give me
he's,
a moment. Let's see.
That's
Whatever
Lake
you
Facing
do,
Cliffs by
d-
Bach.
don't talk to Bach yet. By the way,
Wait, where are we going?
lake facing
We're
cliffs.
warping to like Lake Facing Cliffs. Is basically the southernmost point of Liurnia.
I really wish the
Lake
names were in alphabetical order.
Yeah, or I could search by letter, just start typing it in. That'd be great too. I love that.
There is the little sub menu you can call up. I forget how.
I have terrible phone anxiety. I'm not calling anyone up.
Where is he?
He wouldn't
I'm
even
stuck
answer when
loading,
I
so
buzzed him
it
at his
might be a me
apartment.
issue.
Oh, it might be a cot
It's true.
issue.
And that's an automated thing.
I could let Keith in, but that would involve answering.
I
my
will
phone.
give it 3 more minutes because that's how long it took that one time. Unless you just want me to banish you all.
Yeah, kick me out.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Thops is still
No.
here.
Oh, my weapon's broken.
Our good friend Taupe. How did your weapon break?
One of my weapons wasn't whipping.
Oh, the button wasn't working. I thought
No,
you.
I
I thought.
was
This isn't a
doing my
weapon.
two-handed
You
mid-air
unlocked
jumping.
you unlocked the
jumping
weapon
attack.
durability.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
that's what I was saying. It
I
was
was
like,
doing my jumping
what?
attack where I whip with both weapons at once in Belmont mode, and one of them was just staying a ring. It wasn't whipping.
Interesting.
It was just staying a little ring in my hand. I'm like, that's not what this attack does.
I think. I think that the game was punishing Keith.
It's true. God, it's only 3 days into the month. I'm seeing so much cool stuff come out of Art Fight already.
Oh, I just fell down onto Thops. Oops.
One day I'll be able
Wow.
to draw fast enough that I can participate in art fight.
I was really considering it, but there's so much other stuff going on this month.
Like it's one thing if I fail November or whatever, but if I try to participate in art fight now, I'm supposed to make art for people, and I'm like, I can't just sit down and finish something in one sitting.
Oh, that sounds very difficult.
I would just end up
someone
feeling
exploded a
immensely
column.
guilty about the whole
Oh, yeah.
thing. Yeah, it is gone.
Dropping a column on Thops. I see how it is.
All right. Is everyone in the game? I can't tell.
Yes.
Looks like it.
No, wait.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. You're most welcome to any of my anemic little spells.
Why does he
You,
call him
sir,
that?
Are we giving him the
You're
key?
willing to
Yep.
give your
Yes.
glintstone key to me. My, oh my. Thank you. Thank you dearly. Now I can go back to the academy to resume my study of glintstone sorceries. And the very stars.
He gives us erudition, which we need.
Back to learn another. Why, of course.
About the glintstone key.
Thank you dearly. With your blessing, I will depart for the Academy of Rea Lucaria. Perhaps one day you'll pay me a visit? Who knows? I may be a decorated sorcerer by
I
then.
hate to break it to you, but
Thank you for learning my paltry sorceries. I never imagined that a bluntstone like myself would have the chance to play teacher.
All right.
Back to the
Can I give him a scroll? Let's see.
Oh, did I not mention I'm a bluntstone? So I'm afraid I
He
can't
cannot go a
help you
single
decipher.
sentence
I'm
where he even
sorry I'm so
almost
useless.
halfway praises himself.
Yeah, he's really sad. So Thops is cool. He's interesting because he's like, I'm a Bluntstone. I'm not good at. You can learn my anemic little spells that suck little shit balls. I'm so bad. But Tops's barrier is like an entirely new school of magic that is completely unique and extremely powerful. So it's like, this man invented like one of the best spells of all time, and he got kicked out of the academy, and that is sad for him.
It's just like real academia.
All right, let's see. Now we want to travel to Schoolhouse Classroom.
Can't play.
You heard me, kids. All the cool people quit college.
I got my degree.
I mean, successful maybe, but I don't think cool.
I got kicked out
Cool
and completed
people.
my degree
Whoa.
Wait, huh?
Schrodinger's degree.
by
Are
going
they, like,
to a worse
reneging?
college.
Oh.
Oh.
I got a college degree that does nothing.
I just ran real fast through mine.
What does that mean? Oh. I thought you were just gonna stop it. I ran real fast. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
And
Yeah, that track scholarship really paid off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna level up anymore. Levels are not a concern. And now, if we go out here, you'll see he came to the school to study rocks, like he said, and he just died. He got ganked.
Oh, you went in.
Yeah, he went in and he got
Wait.
ganked.
Oh, we went back to the place to use the emote.
No, we said go
No, we
to
went
the
to
school, schoolhouse classroom.
Well, I made a ghost ladder. It doesn't do
Yay,
anything.
ladder.
I already went up there.
Yeah. Lifelong pursuit of Thops the Bloodstone creates a magic force field that deflects sorceries and incantations. Future generations will learn. They will know the foolishness of the sneering sorcerers who ridiculed this theory, little realizing that it was in fact a discovery worthy of a new conspectus of the Academy. So yeah, Tops's anti-magic barrier is just literally probably the biggest revolution in spellcasting in the game, and he thought that he was bad and stupid, and actually he was really fucking smart.
Did he just develop that as a
But he
defense mechanism
wasn't-
because people
but he-
kept throwing shit at him?
Probably.
But he wasn't good enough to survive, so.
Yeah, but he died because he sucks. So
Womp.
Wait, where'd he die at?
So he's still mostly
Right
He's
there.
ahead of his time.
Right where?
right here.
leave the schoolhouse classroom and then step
This is
down the
him.
stairs, and that's him.
There's nothing here.
But do you not do his quest?
I just talked to him.
Did
And
you
I
give
gave him the
Did
key,
you give him
and
the
then
key?
Yeah, and then I was like about to
And he said he was
going
gonna come here.
No,
You
he
don't
was
see
like, I
him-
can't take
You
the
don't see me
key.
standing in him
He
right
said-
now.
No,
can't
then
take the
then
key?
you never picked up the second key on the chandelier.
Oh.
Oh, wait, where?
Oh, so you missed the item.
Church of the Cuckoo.
Oh, give me a second.
And then, well, it's you can't get it without going through the entire level. But there's a bunch of chandeliers in here, and as you jump down on one of them is the Academy Glintstone key, a second one, a copy that you can give him.
Oh.
Right, because they can't let you give away yours, because what if you locked yourself out?
I just figured it's like, okay, I unlocked a grace, don't need the key anymore.
That was my logic too, but technically you could just go straight to him and hand it off before you did that, and then just not beat the
If
game.
you
I
try,
guess.
if you try to, he's like, you can't. I can't take it. It's coded to you. I could never deal with myself if you got locked out. Which is,
Yeah,
you know,
that's pretty much what he said to me, and I was like, all right, well.
I'm gonna go to the converted tower really quick.
So it's in the chandeliers.
I would like more level 3 stones.
No, sorry.
I need them. I'm not getting any upgrades.
So, cool little thing that people don't know, but is cool.
Who's
If-
people?
People on the internet, probably you as well.
How dare you?
And so if you do erudition while you have one of the conspectus crowns on, it lights up the crown and gives you our gamer RGB.
Yep,
That's
I
pretty sick.
sure do.
When everyone's ready, I think maybe we should warp to the nomadic merchant in Lirniera Lake Shore, and then we could take the Spirit Spring that's up there. I don't know. I don't think we did that spirit spring yet. I don't know. There's one that gets you to like a jail, right?
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. I don't think we did that yet.
I do not think we did it either. And I think this is one of the conspectus mages. I think this is the one that gives you the gavel of Haima, maybe.
Oh man, God.
I could be wrong, but
He only sells stone 2s. He's useless to me.
stone 3s are a bottleneck. Stone 5s are a bottleneck.
He does have the S-stock, which everyone accused me of using.
S-stock's pretty good. Actually, it's just okay, but it has a really good R2.
Everyone accused me of using it in Dark Souls 2. Because it was like the stereotypical annoying person weapon. I'm like, no, I'm using a rapier. How dare you? Rapier.
Can you actually get up that way? That is.
I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try.
It looks like it's working out. I've never tried that before.
Yep, I'm
That's
up
funny.
there. I'm at the
Holy
Everchill.
shit.
Just climbing back up the headstones.
Yep.
That's funny. That usually doesn't work out, so that's pretty great. But yeah, anyone who doesn't want to fuck with that, just hug the cliff wall a little bit further down. There's a spirit spring.
I was paying attention. What, Grace?
Oh yeah, this is the Liurnia Lake Shore by the Nomadic Merchant.
Oh, fuck.
Face that way. God damn it. Okay. Oh.
Oh, he's gonna be angry.
Oh, okay, no.
Why is this happening to me? If only there was something I could have done to prevent this.
PvP is enabled. Wait. What's up?
Oh shit! Shit.
I just ganked Illusory while he was busy fighting an enemy.
Hilarious.
I don't think I know where anyone is.
Yeah, I don't either. That's
All right, did you go to Liurnia Lakeshore?
Oh,
Oh, this spirit spring.
oh man, he's damn nice. Charge R2, that was good. Or running R2.
I was trying to figure out how to best to just like switch up my timings because it's like if I just mash R1 like I did on you last time, I'm getting fucking buried.
Yeah, it would have been brutal. I turned PvP on because there's a
wrong?
stake of America right here, so I thought it would be fun.
He's about to get me probably.
Whips are fucking good. They're fucking good in PvP.
Iframes look so weird with lag. They're
Nice.
so weird with lag.
All right.
Rod Essence vulnerability. Oh.
Oh yeah, we're just making the fight harder now, but whatever. We'll destroy whatever this is.
That was fun. It was a good time.
Have we done Dawn Trail yet? No, our playthrough's still in Shadowbringers.
You guys gonna be a bit.
Is that the one?
Endwalker.
Wait, Endwalker.
I think we're still waiting on.
Cassie.
No, we're all here. Sweet.
Yeah.
I ate my souls. How do you co-op? Seamless co-op mod.
Okay.
I'm stuck kneeling. So
Me
Xander.
too.
That's fine.
Oh, flails can't be parried.
Oh my god, that health bar can't be anything.
Yeah, this guy is gonna die pretty quickly though. That's good, nice.
Ouch.
Oh my god, he's.
Well, we got here a little late.
You guys are just spinning around.
How did he steal the fire in the first place?
Good question. Arganthi, the chief
Prometheus.
guardian of the flame. I love these fucking long ass names for characters that just like don't actually have any relevance in the lore. I think this is literally the only time this character's ever mentioned. Arganthe, the chief guardian of the flame, had kept his incantation a well-kept secret until it was stolen by Aiden. The fell god still lurks within the fire giants.
Just completely vestigial lore. Just dead ends.
It does, yeah. A lot of the giant stuff is just like, it's very isolated. And I mean, it is tied to the Liurnians because they're ties to the astrologers who also lived in the land of the giants. But
Oh,
Connection error.
Disconnected.
all of you disconnected?
Yep.
yup.
Well,
Student crash though.
Yep, just all blinked out of existence, which means he probably has to close and open it again.
that's what I just did. I'm open.
This mod approximately works.
Give it like a month. They'll be fine.
It works adjacent.
Whoa.
By the time they fix it, we'll be at the DLC, which it was released for.
Perfect. That's exactly what we should want it to do.
I love
Function
the
in spot where
DLC.
it's hard.
It is actually hard for me to come back to the main game now that the DLC is out, just because the DLC is like so rich and interesting, and the main game is like, I've played it a lot.
The main game is just one of my favorite games of all time.
It is
Right.
just one of my favorite games of all time, and also, I'm like, this is actually like a thing. I have like a really flaming hot take here that I'm like actually a little bit incensed about it. Is that I feel like very often when I talk to people about the game and they like don't like aspects of it, I ask them like, why don't you like this aspect of it? And they're like, because I have to play the game. And I don't mean it like they'll be like, I don't want to have to read the lore to understand how to do quests. And I'm like, but reading the lore is the game. If you want to understand the quests and play them, you got to do it. Like, you got to do things. Like, that's the gameplay. That's how it's designed. And like the answer to that is never like, well, I wish it did something different because like that would be more well suited to the design that the game has. It's always just like, well, I don't like doing that. I don't like having to walk around or engage with the game the way that the game is set up. So I don't like it and it's bad. And I always just like read that complaint as like, why would you be upset about having to engage with the game that you bought that you want to play that is well designed? Like, why? I don't want to have to
hate video games.
It's true. That's what I'm getting at, is that like it's always the answer is like, well, like what if you get lost and you have to walk around and look for things? Yeah. Welcome to the game that you're playing, the fun game. Having to spend 2 more hours in Elden Ring is not a punishment. That's a beautiful gift that Miyazaki gave you. What are you talking about? It just
I think
like
my biggest criticism is I want more things explained in game, like mechanics and numbers, and better
Yes.
onboarding for people who haven't played a Souls game.
yes, I think
Yes,
that
that is
numbers,
completely reasonable.
yeah, like better numbers is
I
like
want
always
the various catalysts and talismans to very clearly say exactly which spells they actually buff and don't.
I think the color coding in this helps a little bit. I think the biggest thing is like learning. I do think like my biggest complaints come from just like vestigial elements, like crafting is and like upgrading weapons is just like you just don't really need it. Like you need infusions are really good. Infusions are great, but like +1 versus +2 is like whatever, you know, like just like if you're gonna even make me upgrade it, then like or like progression gate to make my weapon stronger, like you can do upgrading without it being so numbers heavy, so resource heavy. Especially because there are so many weapons that you would use that are like you're never gonna hold them at an uneven upgrade count. Because like by the time you get access to upgrades, like you're gonna upgrade everything to +3. So like +2 doesn't matter. It's not like
I always felt like upgrading weapon classes universally would be a pretty cool way.
yes.
So, like
yeah.
you get a thing that just like makes all of your straight swords
Like
plus
you're
one.
leveling
You
your
make-
skill.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
You're something else that levels all of your
One-handed skill increased.
Yes,
katanas
exactly.
+1. Exactly. Yeah.
Like turn it into a mentorship or teacher system. I mean, to call like a weird example, like similar to the way that like in Morrowind you are talking to a master that teaches you how to level long blade or something like that. Like
Yeah.
like upgraded that way could be really cool. But like
He said the magic word, Morrowind.
Morrowind is very good. Morrowind is a good video game. But
It's the only RPG that Andrew's ever liked.
The thing with all of this stuff that is just really weird to me is it's not even the reading, and it's not even the like the disparate elements, I guess, of it, but it is the fact that like when you ask people like, hey, do you like this game? They're like, no, I like this one very specific tiny piece of it and only doing that part. And if the game ever asks me to do anything other than this one part, it's bad. I'm like, then you just don't like the game. It's okay to not like the game. You're not engaging with what the game is doing. It's fine. Like, you shouldn't feel like the game is a punishment to play, but that doesn't mean that it's bad design. That means you just don't like the game that you're playing. Hi, Reverie.
It is invisible to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand the feeling that the game is bad. I acknowledge there are a lot of aspects of Souls games I don't particularly like.
Stamina meters.
But
Yeah.
but it doesn't. It's just stuff I deal with to pursue what I do genuinely enjoy about the game. And I think that you can do that. The game doesn't have to be perfect. It's playable on. I don't know. I'm someone who literally does not read items, like, at all, 0%.
Yeah.
And I have not had a problem. I have not had a problem engaging with this game. I kind of understand the story enough, even outside of what we're doing here.
Yeah.
I could pick up on context clues. It's not the game's like fucking cryptic.
Yeah.
You know, like, so it's fine. You can engage with stuff. There are things that I wish I knew about, but again, that's just because I don't read things, and I acknowledge that.
Yeah.
So I don't think the game's bad. I just
Oh,
don't
for sure.
read.
I mean, that's more than me just complaining about people thinking the game is bad. Like, people can think the game is bad all they want. It's always just very weird to me when you like hear people's complaints in the context of like what they think the game should be, where you're like, okay, you don't like the fact that you
basically like, why isn't it Stardew?
Yes, like, why isn't it Stardew? Exactly. Where it's like, okay, so what is your theory of like what the game should be like? What should it do? And it's like, it should require no reading. And it's like, okay, so what's your replacement for the things that it does by making you read, and like the way that it loops you into engagement and like teaches you about the world and stuff?
Yeah.
And they're like, you could just have an NPC do it. And I'm like, okay, but the whole point of the lore is that it gives you an incentive, like a reward incentive, where if you pick up an item that doesn't fit your build, you get an actionable piece of information from it that makes it valuable to have explored. Well, I don't get that because I don't read them. And it's like, yeah, you are seeing now that you are not playing the game. You are not playing the game that was put in front of you. So it's just very odd to me, the way that people approach like their critiques of these games, because it always comes from this place of like not meeting it where it is and wishing it was something different, which is weird. Like, it's like a predetermined notion of it being different, and not just a like, there are flaws. Because like, I'm very critical of these games. The fucking online system in this game is garbage. It's terrible. The fact that it exists the way it does makes me angry, because the whole reason why it existed the way it did in Demon's Souls and in Dark Souls was for a storytelling purpose that is not present in Elden Ring. And I think if you were to change the Dark Souls system, it would make that game worse. But if just putting the Dark Souls system in this game makes this game worse. Like, it's just very weird. It's just odd that people
It's
like
so awful.
Don't look at the greater aspects of it.
The game requires you to do some invasion in order to do like the finger quest for a little bit, so you can go to Moog.
Yep.
And in that process, you get a real big taste of how bad PvP is when you just like randomly try to invade some random person. And like in my case, I invaded somebody and it spawned me in Liurnia of the Lakes. I'm like, cool. So there's someone somewhere?
Yeah.
I guess. Where? What direction should I even be looking in? Like, do you have a tip of any kind? Can we have like a Fortnite, like, slowly growing tracker that gives me more of a clue over time of where they might be the longer I'm stuck in the game and nothing's fucking happening? Where do I go? Where do I go?
The PvP zones.
It was literally the worst shit I've ever seen.
Yeah,
the horrible.
The
gameplay.
PvP zones in this game are like really weirdly, arbitrarily gamified, and I really.
In the overworld. Yeah.
It's just like, why is it like this?
There should not be.
I unlocked, by the way, the
PvP.
village of the Albernarks.
Oh, great!
If people want to warp there.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
There should not be overworld PvP when it's not from randos.
Oh, I'm in combat.
It's just torture.
I don't mind that. I just wish it actually spawned you near the person and not in the general vague vicinity of the person, as in a 7-mile radius.
So
yeah,
and gives you no context for where he would be, and it's just the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, my trap I fell into in regards to not reading items was because by default it doesn't show the long descriptions. You just see the very short description, and I didn't realize there was a long description button.
Yeah. Reverie says,
because
I beat the game last night, and the DLC last night, it only took me 12 tries on the final boss. That's cracked. That's insane. That's the
what?
That's
Really?
that's the shortest amount of time anyone has ever put into fighting that boss. That's nuts.
Including Let Me Solo Her.
Yeah, Let Me Solo Her had like 40 or 50. That's nuts.
I got the funny Snake Man in one try.
Nice. I also got him in one try.
Oh,
Dual
really?
wielding
There's
Bloodhound
that much of
Fangs
a-
though. That's interesting, especially if you're using Bloodhound Step. You could probably dodge through a lot of stuff. Even
If you wanna
hugging
talk
his leg.
to
That's
Nefeli,
brutal.
she's gonna be down the hill here.
Yeah. Yeah, even hugging him though. I mean, hugging him is the best strategy for safe zones, but he'll kill a 60 vig person in 2 hits. That's tough. That's a tough final boss. You did very well. You should feel good about that. Sorry, I just had to share that because that's nuts. Doing that in 12 tries is crazy.
Oh, it's you. Well,
I'm gonna do it in
what do you
2.
make of it? What's happened to this village?
Nightmare King
I witnessed
revisited.
a sight much the same in my infancy.
I'm still like traumatized over that. Like
Murder
Nightmare
and
King was
pillage
so
unchecked.
hard that I just
Waking
gave up.
nightmare.
King Grim
Lit
in
by men.
Hollow Knight
Wait, where am
DLC. I just gave up. I'm like, no, I'll never beat him. I'm leaving. I'm just gonna stop now. And Andrew like just loads it up on a whim. He's like, oh, this is new DLC. I'll check it out. It beats it in 2 minutes. Just the entire DLC.
I can
I was
still
like,
mete
what?
out justice.
The fuck?
Justice to the oppressors. Let the
Some
scars
things
I
just
carve
click.
remind
So
them.
at that point, I was just prepared.
I am
It wasn't
the
that
Felu
surprising after that
warrior.
he just fucking like no hit through Sekiro practically.
Yeah.
However,
Reverie
that was a boss
says
fight crazy.
level 175, 16 out of 20 Shadow. New game +1. That's fucking crazy. I was Shadow 20, learned how to parry the boss, and I kept them fully locked down, and it took me 114 tries. Like it took me 6.5 hours of grinding the fight.
God.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like I am good at that fight. I've been doing it for days now in just like regular playthrough. That's nuts. Like I mean I sold it to him, but that's crazy. All right.
NPC over here, everybody.
Yeah, we got to do Nefeli. Nefeli's cool. So she's talking about bringing justice to the oppressed.
But this time, I'm a woman grown. And though the suffering
Wait, where
cannot be
is it?
undone, I can
Under the
still
bridge.
mete out justice.
Justice
Justice to the oppressors. Let the scars I carve remind them. I am Nefeli Lu, warrior.
Nice. So yeah, Nefeli here is she's a nice lady.
Horolu was introduced so much later after the last time I'd even spoken to Nefeli, I think, that I didn't even recognize that it was the same name.
So this ghost here tells you that there's someone hiding in the village, which is helpful.
The incense guy?
No. He tells you about old Albus who's hiding somewhere. He says, "Albus, hide, please." And he's over here. And as you walk up the map, it game designs you by showing you a big glowing pot. And you roll into it.
Please, no. Dear me. I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait then. You're not one of them? Well, what a relief.
Cover your mouth.
Goodness me. I am Albus. and Albinoric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep it out of the cursemonger's hand.
The way he says medallion is very weird. He's like, will you take this medallion? It's very funny.
And if you should meet the young Albinoric Latena, then please give it to her. A chosen land awaits us Albinorics. The medallion is the key that leads to the city. It's only a quaint treasure for we who cannot make the journey. But for dear Latena, it is needed to fulfill her purpose.
Yeah. So he tells us about a secret city far, far away that is like a promised land for the Albinorics. We'll keep that in mind as we keep going.
Does he die if we keep talking to him?
Yep. Yeah, he sure do.
Yep, he just died.
Yep. Reverie says, first phase felt supernatural to me. Learn to dodge, wail on him for phase 2. Yeah, I never had issues with phase 1. I would get him very close to death in phase 2 and then would just get clipped and die. Even with defense mitigation, even wearing heavy load, like I was getting, it was 2 hits and death at 60 vig. But I eventually got it.
I have a hot take here about this boss.
The one that we're about to do right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lame version of the Capper Demon.
Lame version of the Capper Demon, yep.
To everyone else, he's the cool version of the Capper Demon because it's not annoying because it's not in the cramped space, and I'm like, that's what's good about the.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a whole video about it. I have an in defense of the Capper Demon video in mind.
I've still seen plenty of stuff about this guy being unfair in some ways too.
What?
Right.
I like that the Capper Demon is a puzzle fight, and I think that's where a lot of the tension comes from, is not treating it as a puzzle fight. But when people are like, oh, it's so annoying you get stun locked right away, it's like, oh, that is the problem to solve, though. Like, you can literally...
That was a lot of the fun of Dark Souls 1 and 2, or Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1 was having a lot of bosses that had, like, weird sort of, like, Zelda-ish, like, do here moments.
It's just like, if you don't like the fact that you get stunned right away, that's literally the problem to solve. Because there's a multitude of mechanics.
I think we do... Do we need to summon Nefeli here for this?
I don't remember. That's what I was worried about. But
Chad is correct. The Capper Demon is also hotter, which is crucial to include in your math.
I don't know.
For me, it's just the, like.
Hold on.
I don't know. Like I got stuck on the Taurus Demon for days when I was brand new at the game.
There's that
I've
one.
Literally never been stuck on the Capper Demon ever. I don't understand the problem to begin with.
I'm gonna banish everyone really quickly to see if the summon sign appears, because we might need to do this fight on our own just to progress Nefeli's quest.
Like, I've still never experienced being stuck on the Capper Demon. I just don't understand what that premise is. What the fuck do people mean?
If you're a lower level and you get stun locked at the start of the fight, it's understandably very tough. Like you're trying to get around the enemy and get up the stairs. And you get stunned.
Like I've died before. I don't understand being like, oh man, this is a barrier. How am I ever going to pass this?
Oops, enemy to damn it. Try to rejoin. That doesn't work. Yeah.
You can. I can open my world again. My world is open. People should be able to try and join now. If it doesn't work, let me know. I just wanted to try and summon Nefeli before everyone else joined.
Sure.
So
she's good.
No sessions found.
Okay.
No sessions found.
Interesting. Yep. So yeah, it probably won't let us in. Yeah, I think we could always just each do it in our own game with.
Yeah.
Nefeli.
Should be easy. All right. So yeah, having spirit summons does break the mod. Interesting.
Makes sense. Yeah, the whole thing with the Capper Demon is that you can throw on poise to tank those hits, so you don't get stun locked. You can use stealth. You can be not seen by the dogs when you enter the boss room. And you can use diversion. You can use oral decoy, and they'll just have them attack that. And none of those strategies are mutually exclusive, so you can do all 3 of them at once and just absolutely destroy the hell out of the fight.
There's other emergent gameplay choices there too, right? Like you can throw poison pots over the gate, and you can do shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah, you can cheese the fight as well. But I find it funny because there seems to be like an all or nothing where people will be like, "Man, fuck that fight." So like, just throw firebombs over the wall, and then they'll like dish out like an elaborate strategy of like, "Here's where to aim the bow. Here's where to," and it's like, "Oh, dude, you can literally just like spam oral decoy at a wall, and none of the enemies are even going to attack you at all during the fight. Like, you know, there's like a whole bunch of options.
You spook and then or like walk along the wall so the dogs don't notice you, even when he aggroes. You can sit on top of the doorway.
The perfumer's
or
the real
just
boss
get
right
a
here.
claymore and swing your sword once, and both dogs die.
Yep.
Yeah, when we were in our 5-man instance just now, the perfumer would take like 12 lightning bolts from me, then drink a potion and be full.
That's funny. My world is back open when people need to rejoin.
Let's see, where am I looking for the summon?
She's just at the top of the hill.
Yeah, just past the bridge.
But yeah, I think, you know, people talk a lot of shit about puzzle bosses, and I definitely think that some of them can be really annoying, like the Bed of Chaos and stuff. Like, there are some puzzle bosses that are just kind of like mediocre. It's like whatever. But I'm like, the reason why the Dragon God doesn't bother me is because I truly can't imagine dying to it. Like, I just can't imagine losing a significant amount of time to that boss. Bed of Chaos is annoying because it's like a
I don't
wonk.
see a summon anywhere.
Have you talked to Nefeli?
It's gonna
Did you talk to her?
be-
She's right.
Yeah.
It's literally right. Like, you
Okay,
go
yes.
across the bridge and then, yeah.
In between the big rock.
Yep. But, like, I think there is an element to this game. This is, like, another thing is that, like, I see a lot of people complain about, like, bosses have long combo chains and, like, you can't, they'll have, like, tricks and you can't learn them or react to them immediately. Like, how are you supposed to know Margit's going to throw a dagger at you when you heal? And it's like, the answer is you don't, and you get punished for healing in neutral, so you learn not to heal in neutral. And they're like, yeah, but what if I die and then I have to start the fight over? That's so tedious. And I'm like, that's the game.
Huh?
You're learning the language of the game. You're learning the design language of the game, and it is speaking to you and enforcing its encounter. And they're like, well, that's bad. I wish it went back to the way Dark Souls was. And it's like, Dark Souls was full of stuff like this. What are you talking about?
I think there are different styles of game design where some will teach you the fight during the fight, and some like this teach you the fight by killing you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Some of it's also just like
That's
people arguing against the legend of Dark Souls that they made up.
Yes.
About previous games that was never actually the stated purpose of these games.
Yeah.
It's like, just like how there's always the get good arguments, there's also these elements of like the myth that people propagated that Dark Souls is a series where you never take an unfair hit and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that there's no unfair deaths in Dark Souls and these kinds of ideas that look like are the equivalent of like saying that Kiryu never kills anybody in Yakuza. It's like, oh,
Kiryu has never killed him.
you need to remember that the audience made that up.
Yeah.
Kiryu kills the fuck out of so many people in the first game.
This is a topic I want to talk about really quickly.
He shoots them with a gun.
Someone in my chat said, what is healing in neutral? So when you're in neutral, it's when you're standing here and you haven't done anything except move, and the boss is staring you down, and they're far away, and they haven't committed to anything else. So I can do 700 million things here because I am in a neutral state. But if I heal and the boss isn't committed to an action, the boss can punish me for healing, right? So don't heal in neutral. Heal when you create an opening through your offense. That's what the game is trying to teach you to do. Like, it's teaching you how commitment works and how to barter the action economy so that you always are making a choice, which is to say you could push your offensive or heal. Maybe if you play risky and push your offensive, you beat the boss and don't need to heal. But maybe it's safer to give up your opportunity to attack and heal. Everything is an opportunity cost. That's how this game is designed. And so, like, when people talk about Souls being like, well, all these new games, bosses just do this and that, and it's not the way it used to be, and it's unfair, and I should be able to react to everything. You shouldn't be able to react to everything because that limits the toolkit a boss can use to alter the way the fight works. So, like, for example, if you were free to always heal in neutral, the boss would not be able to punish you, which would make it free to just run away and heal constantly. When in reality, that makes all fights very flat, and it doesn't allow you to create a boss fight that is aggressive or like that is punishing certain aspects of the combat design. which is like that's kind of a cool thing that they play with, and people don't appreciate it, and it makes me sad because it's just like asking for more limited game design.
I think people see the limited number of healing flasks and assume that is the primary limiting factor to healing, and don't associate that finding an opportunity is the second limiting.
Yes, exactly.
It does hurt my entire soul when, after so many games of tried and true tools of being able to like create a gap and exploit that gap, the moment that the Estus begins to raise to my lips, character that boss is now like nothing personal, kid teleport to me, and I'm like, "Ugh!"
yeah. Now you gotta earn your stagger to heal.
So many characters like Rolana and so on just have such an insane like ability to cover these distances in 0.2 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck is happening to me right now?
Yeah,
Go away.
Yeah, don't heal in neutral. You gotta stagger him first.
It's scary.
It is scary.
I'm afraid to fight anybody because my health is low.
Yeah, take that fear and mitigate it. Do your best.
I just die.
I'm gonna tell you a super secret. Here's a crazy secret you probably didn't think about. This is exactly what Sekiro is.
Yeah.
Sekiro's entire combat is literally wait until they're stunned and then you fight.
Yeah.
Like it's all about that.
Sekiro and Bloodborne also have like borderline instantaneous heal buttons.
This is true.
Sure, but but the point is that when you're doing these combat battles, you should be in that kind of mindset.
I think heal in Bloodborne, I mean, it's all frame math, right? It all just boils down to, you have a 30 frame action, the enemy can act in 25 frames, don't heal in neutral because you'll get frame trapped. Like
I agree that people are struggling with the intuitiveness of Elden Ring and the idea that it's like expecting you to just actually play it differently in many cases. Because unlike Sekiro and Bloodborne, it especially just seems to be Dark Souls when you play it. It's like, oh, so it's Dark Souls, so I play like Dark Souls. That means I dodge roll, basically.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying...
I use shields if I'm lame, and I dodge if I'm not lame, and that's it. So then when you're playing Elden Ring like it's Dark Souls 4, you get really, really put off and confused when you're like, why is every enemy 75 times faster than ever before, but the Estus Flask has the same number of frames as ever before? You're like, what do you mean? Why is it so slow when everyone else is so fast? What do I do?
The thing with that I kind of like disconnect with is just like, people don't even use their whole toolkit in Dark Souls. And the toolkit has always been there, and if they just use their whole toolkit, they would realize Dark Souls is even more forgiving than they realize it is or think it is now. So it's like it's just
that's a whole trilogy where every game gets so comically easier the longer you play them even.
Yeah, exactly. So it is just one of those things where it's like it is what it is, right? Like they're not actually engaging with the whole system on display. They're just engaging with the way they wish that it was. And like I get that. Yeah. That's just playing a game, but like also people don't realize like the purpose things have, because they just want to always have a positive experience where they're like, I did the thing and I was able to push my will on the game. But like, nah, man, the rules exist for a reason. Don't heal in neutral, you'll get punished. Like,
I find it baffling that people want everything made for them as somebody who has nothing made for them.
Yeah.
Like
it's just very hard to find RPGs that even expect you to be making intense choices of any kind.
Yes.
That aren't basically Souls games or Fear and Hunger. Like,
yes.
Even most modern CRPGs that are well acclaimed are basically like auto attack simulators.
Yes. And the crazy thing is that people look at Souls and they go, actually, it's a problem that they do this, which is depressing to me.